Hello and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. Islam Makhachev sends a message that could possibly be directed towards Ilia Topuria, the new lightweight contender. We're going to talk about Islam Makhachev's odds of facing Ilia Topuria, or Ilia Topuria's odds of facing Islam Makhachev. I think it's a better way of putting it. Before you get started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Obviously, for the best part of the last 6-7 months, Ilia Topuria has been chasing that lightweight move. It seems like that the move is inevitable at this point. Last we heard, Ilia Topuria was getting ready to relinquish his featherweight title in order for him to step up in weight to that lightweight division to conquer that division. Obviously, that comes with the new rule of no more champ. So if somebody wants to become champ, you can become a 2-division champion, but you can't do it simultaneously, which would force Ilia Topuria to relinquish his title. As far as I know, he's still the featherweight champion. It was just plans for the future to relinquish the title. Obviously, we have a main event. I believe it's UFC 315, I want to say. Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez for that featherweight title. Seems like things are pretty much done in terms of relinquishing the title and the next step for that title in terms of the featherweight. Even though it hasn't been official in terms of Ilia relinquishing that title. Obviously, ever since Ilia had the idea of moving up to that lightweight division, he talked about the Islam Makhachev fight, in which the latter dismissed time and time again. Not only Islam, but his team as well. Khabib Nurmagomedov is probably the greatest example of his team just kind of dismissing the idea of that fight. And what they're trying to say is Ilia has to go through a top contender before he gets to the champion. But now, with the Islam Makhachev's new post, I believe to Instagram post, he says that somebody needs to be put out, right? And I would assume that he's talking about Ilia Topuria. You keep poking the bear, you keep antagonizing Islam Makhachev, I think you're eventually going to get that fight. Ultimately, Ilia Topuria is doing a great job at landing those fights. Ilia Topuria is very good at provoking response. And he's also very good at prophesizing what he's going to do next. Now, this is not to say everything that comes out of the dude's mouth is going to, turn out to be real, in terms of reality. But I tell you what, there are so many things that he talked about and actually happened, like the knockout of Max Holloway. And it seems like that him talking about that Islam Makhachev fight so much is actually going to end up landing him that fight, perhaps even without being a number one contender matchup. Even though personally, I think Charles Oliveira, Ilia Topuria is more than likely next. Will that be the case? Only time will tell. If you made it this far, appreciate it for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and like, subscribe for more.